here for round 1. Hand looks pretty great. Interesting decision is which card I play on turn 1. Do I want the Bowmaker or the Inventor's Apprentice? Like, there are justifications for each. Like, if I play Apprentice on 1 and Bowmaker Courier on 2, then I get in 3 points of damage. If I play Courier, I get in 2 points, but I get an extra card. So it might matter, like, how likely it is my Courier is to die versus, like, do I want to play Key to the City to just use my mana more efficiently? And, yeah, this is another hand where Lightning Axe clearly does not have a great card to discard. So, Copter on 2 is obviously phenomenal. So, I think I just want to play the Courier. It's likely going to die because my opponent has a Spire Bluff Canal. And I want to make it so Inventor's Apprentice doesn't die to Galvanic Bombardment. But if they have the second bombardment, obviously it doesn't matter that much. But if they have the first one, then it does. My opponent has a Thermo Alchemist, so we got to race. That's what we have to do. And I'm just going to play Copter here. Wish I had some life gain in my deck, but I don't. Kind of unfortunate. Think this matchup is probably bad because they should be a little bit faster. Especially if they have the removal spell on 1. Slows me down a decent amount. Although I guess my deck is pretty good against Fever Visions for whatever that's worth. So I could Apprentice and Lightning Axe the Alchemist, or I could play Pia. Probably just want to Apprentice, actually. It's not that I want to Apprentice, it's that I want to Axe. And what am I discarding? Is this key going to matter? Like, do I actually want that for something? I might want land 4. They have Thermo Alchemist and Storm Chaser Mage, I think. So yeah, I think I'm just going to discard the key. Could end up being very poor. Especially if I draw into more lands, I'll probably want key to filter through them, but I also probably won't have time, so. Cool, I'm fine with that. Ooh, hello. Well, I was going to play Pia and Crewcopter. I could still do that, I suppose. I don't necessarily have to play the Bloodhall Priest this turn. I think my opponent might have a bombardment, though. So what do I want to do if that's the case? Guess they did just Defiance me instead of leave open mana for Copter, but that's just using their mana efficiently. Yeah, I'm going to play Pia. And I guess I'm going to play Pia, and I think that they have, say, I think they have a bombardment, but I'm not sure. I should probably not play my land there, because I might want to discard it, but it ends up not punishing me. The upside is that if I hit a Fiery Temper, I could just use it, but I think it's more likely that I hit an actual spell that I'd rather keep over the land. But maybe I want to play on my lands because of Fever Visions anyway. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of decisions. Like I said, resources, it matters where each one goes. Flow my Pia. That happens. Although I'm glad to see that they're using removal on my creatures. Okay, so here is a weird spot. Obviously, you would normally just crew Copter and get value with the Priest. But I think I'd rather just get the damage. Because I'm going to have enough cards. There's no reason for me to like try and save a discard to Madness my Priest. But, I mean, I guess this sequence is a reason to not play the Priest. If they're going to Axe Temper me. Obviously, this is very painful, but again, glad they're going after my threats and not my face. We have Fever Visions. Eventually, I'll find something like Scrap Heap Scrounger that'll allow me to keep hitting them. They only have one card, and they're Sanitarium Ming main phase, so that's good for me. Yep. Just go after my stuff. I'll keep nickel and diming you, no problem. Maybe this matchup is good. I don't know. Guess maybe I should have held a land for Sanitarium. Either way, I probably don't need this other copter. I do want Lightning Axe to protect me against things like Fumarole and the 1/3 flyer. So crew from the Thopter to get the extra card off Bomat. They're going to kill my Thopter, so... Or Copter, whatever. Maybe I should have kept the extra one, I don't know. And then... I think we can just play our land because we're going to get a card off Fever Visions and we can just Axe for 6 if we need to. Disintegration is nice. And he scrap heaps. Ooh. Hello. Thank you for that. Free 4/4s are cool. Chandra. Huh. Okay. Tech Face, Tech Chandra. Up to 3 cards on Bomat, have a bunch of removal, big life total, board advantage. Kind of got it all. If they ever play a creature, they are dead. Super dead. Well, that counts. Alright, what are we doing with our lives? Only the second bombardment is good, so that kind of stinks. Don't need these keys. Could block with Weaver. I could have Sky Sovereign to take out their threats. That just seems like such a poor answer. I mean, I have Axe Temper and Disintegration to kill their stuff. Sky Sovereign seems like it would be the type of card that just, like, clogs my hand and lets me die to Fever Visions, but it's possible they side out Fever Visions. Are they going to board in such a way where Transgress is good against them? Because Transgress is good against Temper and Collective Defiance, but not much else. Fevered Visions if they keep it and I care, which seems like a tall order. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm boarding some Transgresses. Either way, it's going to be better than Key to the City, so... if I had, like, Incendiary Flow, I'd bring those in, but just having to, like, burn the first bombardment to turn on the rest of them does not seem worth it. Weaver of Lightning could potentially block the 1/3, but not for very long. And our hand's good. We have some threats. We get to see if this Transgress is any good. We have some Scroungers. Perfect mana. Just overall, kind of doing it. One 3 is scary. Either threat is scary, actually. We're playing our threats rather than our Transgress because we're in no rush to transgress them. I'd rather start the race. And the 1/3 is on D. So that means Galvanic Bombardment trying to block, potentially. So that also means I should probably just Disintegration this? What if they have Dispel instead of Bombardment, though? Then it's pretty bad. So I could attack with both, and after they block... if they block, then it means they have Bombardment, and then I can kill this. So I'm losing some points. If this just gets dispelled, it's not even really the end of the world. I just passed the turn. Yep, so did have bombardment. Get that third card on courier. Chandra's Dees. Guess I should have transgressed at some point, maybe. Forgot they played Chandra game 1. It's actually okay, though. We peeled. Peeled Raging Goblin. No need to redirect when we can just attack it down. They have another Chandra. Well, maybe I should have transgressed at some point. Hard to say. Reveler. Love it. I could cast Scrounger, or I could get the one out of my graveyard. That seems like a much better deal. Not sure why opponent would play land and then Chandra. I don't think I care about cashing this in. Because I'd rather just get on board here. I would block if I could. Alright, so what do we do here? Do we let them have another card so that we can Axe Temper? I think we do. Yeah, overall that card does not do much. Ew. So do I care about that happening? Like, I could axe my own Scrounger, temper the Chandra. I think I actually want to save the axe for their Fumarole, which is kind of awkward. So yeah, maybe my play was not good. So by them hitting a spell off Chandra, it just meant that they weren't attacking with Fumarole, which meant that I couldn't Axe Temper anyway, so... Not a bad draw. Because they're likely just going to fire up Fumarole unless they have something better to do. Definitely one of the better draws. Alright, kind of doing it. We did it. Maybe this matchup is not bad.